So which convention card are you getting, Peter? Hackett?
Just a minute, I was just way to make ready for running scores and such things, but I can take the North-South card.
Right. I can take the East-West card on this hand because I am so clever, you know. So you want me to explain all the passes? Well, it takes a while for Villas-Boas to count his 2 key cards for clubs. Ah, and there's the video for this match and this table. Here's the link. No, I don't know that response, but maybe 4-no trumps was just a generic slam try. Who knows? Or maybe 4 spades was key card asked. Does that make sense? Only if they pay 0-3. 1-4. We don't know. But they arrived in 6 clubs, which is an excellent slam. Good morning, Peter. I should say Crouch, because we have 2 Peters now.
Good morning, Peter. Good morning, Roland. I'm not sure how excellent the slam is, Roland. It definitely makes.
Oh, well, it's very early. Right, you mean you need
Yes.
to come in? Yeah.
Need spade 3-3.
I mean, it's not too bad on a non-diamond lead. It's quite a good slam, probably on a non-diamond lead, because you've got lots of options in the heart suit. But I think on a diamond lead, it's a poor slam.
So, how about the Hackett's, Peter? I mean, they changed their system from Stone Age Acol at some point, and now playing 5-card majors, right? With a maybe 14, 16 no trump?
Yeah, they were never really Stone Age Acol. They played a strong no trump. They played canapé openings in the majors with weak hands, so with 4 of a major and 5 of a minor and a sort of 13 count, they'd open the major. But they have changed to 5-card majors. And they've also done some other little bits and pieces as well. So they're sort of coming into that sort of world. Personally, I find the 5-card major world a bit easier in competition. I think that's probably what influenced them.
Right. So Peter left us because Gary Hahn is alone at some table, and he asked Peter to join him. Excellent. Good. So I can call you Peter again.
Yeah, the Hacketts, they play a Mexican 2-diamond opening, 18-19 balanced.
Yes. Lauria Versace, 2 diamonds. Yeah, you call it Mexican. Fine. Yes. It's not particularly great, I don't think. I want to use 2 diamonds for something else, Everything has to fit into your system somehow.
I suppose you'll be using it for the F convention, Roland?
Yes, yes, in my next life, absolutely. So here we have the cards. I better download the Brazilian card. Peter knows the English by heart, I'm sure. If not, he'll click on the link.
Okay, so that was a very good start for Brazil. Slightly fortunate in the sense that 6 clubs was not a great spot on the Diamond League, but you know, they don't lead a diamond. It's quite a reasonable spot.
Yes, 9 imps. Gold Bakshi stopped in 3 no, next door. So north-south, very, very straightforward. 2/1 game forcing, strong, no trump.
The main difference in the auction was that, I assume it's Gold South, I haven't checked, decided to treat his hand as an invitational raise over 1 heart opening, while Villa-Burst treated it as a game forcing raise. I mean, if you saw the sort of junk...
It's actually Gold North in the other room. I have an account there. So Gold North, Bakshi South.
Okay, then Bakshi decided to treat it as an invitational hand, and you sort of have to understand the sort of light opening bids that pair will make. I'm quite happy with 3 clubs invitational, but you know, it's a reasonable 11 count with a good suit, so I understand, you know, Villa-Burst also bidding 2 clubs, especially if he didn't have 3 clubs invitational available to him, and that meant that they managed to bid the slam, not a great slam, but one that made.
So 2 diamonds apparently not game forcing for East West. They play 5 card majors for 2/1 responses standard. 1 round force only. Obviously, even if you play 2/1, it's off after interference. So 2 diamonds could be anything.
So game has got some entry issues, but game's probably a little bit about, on a club lead it's not very good because you can't get to the dummy to pitch a club on the ace of diamonds. If they avoid a club lead, which is not very likely looking at the south hand, then the game's a little bit better. But I think it's a good stop by the twins.
Then 4 spades doubled next door. Very lucky for the Clara. The clubs are 6 nil, isn't it?
Yeah, and also the fact that South doesn't have the ace of hearts. If South had the ace of hearts as well, it would be very little play, because there wouldn't be the entries to the table, I guess, to take by. You've got no play at all other than King Jack Doubleton, I think, is north in spades. So again, looks like a pretty unfortunate start for England.
Yeah, it looks like 4 spades making in the other room. Let's see. He can go wrong now. After the double, he may go wrong. I don't know, in the trump suit.
I'm not watching next door, Roland, so you'll have to tell me.
Yep. Now Brenner ducked the club, and South roughed that. Obviously, when North roughed the club, he ducked and then gold switched to a diamond. There we are at the moment.
Well, if that's how it's happened, if he finishes the spade to the king, North can ruff the second club and cash the ace of hearts. But there's a need to play the ace of spades on the first round of spades.
Yes, that's probably what he will do. Don't you think? That would only lose to King Jack X in the North hand. But no, not even that, because North already roughed.
Okay, I mean, I don't know the auction run. If North doubled, well, might he play him for King Jack to 4?
North doubled after South overcalled 2 clubs, yes.
You know, playing for initial holding of King Jack to 4, playing spade to the Queen, ace of spades and another spade, effectively. Losing a spade, a heart and a club. Or club ruff. I'm not sure I would have bid 3 spades as South this table, Roland. What about yourself? I mean, it's very flat, and it had already got past East and West.
No. Exactly. That's the point. West passed already. East passed over 2 spades. If they compete, which is unlikely at these colours, I can bid 3 spades next if I want to. No, I wouldn't have raised.
I mean, on this hand, I'm sure West, Jason Hackett would have protected with a double if South had passed. So I think they would have, East-West would have bid to 3 hearts, so you'd have to make a decision then. But to be frank, having looked at some of the hands I see my partner open third seat at favourable vulnerability, I'd be quite worried about 3 spades. So I'd have just sold out to 3 hearts.
Yeah. But I think they get lucky here, don't they? I mean, there's no club rough. So he will take 9 tricks, right?
Yeah, he's done well because 3 spades, sorry, 3 hearts would make by East-West. How's it going next door in 4 spades doubled, Roland?
He's in dummy at the moment, the King of Hearts, and he must catch the Ace of Diamonds now in order to make it and get the spades right. Well, he catches the Ace of Diamonds, obviously, because he is in dummy for the last time now. Then he must decide. very, very slow in the other room. Three tricks played. I'm talking about board 18. The opponent's still thinking, well, not about catching the ace of diamonds, that can't be the problem. He knows he has to. But he's still in the tank. Now came the ace of diamonds. Club pitch. And a spade. No card from Norse yet. Spade to the ace and another. Peter, I'm sorry to say. Contract making.
Okay, a pretty terrible start for England on the first two boards. The first board was unlucky, as I mentioned earlier, and then a fairly lucky make in four spades on board 18 as well.
Yes, 9 imps twice. Super max, one no trump here. You are allowed to be max occasionally. This is 15-17. South will drive this to game via Stayman, and they'll arrive in 4 hearts. The 3 clubs must show both majors. Let me check.
And 3 diamonds a retransfer showing hearts.
Yes. Well, not much info on that card. So the response of 3 clubs to the Stayman inquiry is not even there. But we can see what it means.
I wonder if it's maximum and maybe 2 no trumps is a minimum with both 4-4 in the majors to cater for the invitational hand.
Your guess is as good as mine. But I think you're right. It must be a max. Not a good lead, of course. Terrible, really. Why would you not lead the Queen of Spades? Because North has shown both majors, I suppose. Yeah.
Well, luckily on this board for England, it's only going to be Obertrix with the diamond on side anyway. I don't think it even makes any difference. The diamond's 3-3 and the king on side. If he hadn't led a club, I think all the clubs will go away anyway.
Yeah, looks right. Very unlikely that we will get comparisons at this table with Chagas playing here. He is extremely fast. Perhaps the fastest expert player in the world. I remember once Brazilian championships. He and Villas-Boas actually played a set of 16 boards in 1 hour and 8 minutes.
Were they playing against Barnett, Schenken and Roland?
No, not quite. Brazilian championships. Sao Paulo championships, actually. Yeah, he can't get them all now. Can't finesse twice in diamonds. The link to running scores. Is he squeezed? Apparently is. He was squeezed, wasn't he? Could he have pitched a club instead? That would just postpone the evil, wouldn't it? He was squeezed. He was?
Yeah, he was squeezed.
Yes.
I mean, if he pitches a club, I mean, he can just take the diamond finesse, play queen of clubs, club for 10, and then take the diamond finesse again. He's going to make all 13 now. Oh, no. I was expecting him to cash the king and 10 of spades.
Strange play here anyway. Poor start for Denmark as well, I can tell you, Peter. They lost the game, slam swing on board 1, or 17 rather. Same as here, basically.
Who are Denmark playing, Roland?
Canada.
The North-South can make 3 no trumps here.
Yeah. Go much better for the Danish women. They were in the lead after they won, and they are up 16-0 after 2 boards against Jordan now.
Okay, so 5 clubs is also a make here. So North-South are probably going to be one or the other. maybe North will bid 3 hearts splinter now or something like that, and South will bid 3 no trumps.
Two clubs inverted race. Popular method. 10 plus high cut points. Usually no 4-card majors. Although some can still bid an inverted race with a 4-card major. It depends on agreement, of course. How about you, Peter? Do you deny a major?
I've played transfer responses to a club, but generally I would have a major if I wasn't playing that, but only if I had 5 clubs and slam interest. South might be thinking of slam here. It depends on how well defined 3 hearts is in terms of range. If it's not well defined, then he'll be worried about bidding 3N because he has extra values.
Yes, but the heart splinter, Peter, should really not encourage him, should it? I mean, King Queen opposite a singleton heart. Four hearts also the contract on board 19th. I mean 20, of course, in the other room. Completely different auction. Depends on how much 3 hearts promises. I mean, Chagas could be much stronger for 3 hearts. Maybe Villas-Boas thinks that he is much stronger than he actually is and will drive it to slam. Who knows?
Well, the other thing, Ron, is 2 clubs game forcing, or is it just Invitational Plus? If it's Invitational Plus, then Villas-Boas has quite a lot of extras. If it's game forcing, then I think he's got a completely obvious 3 no trump bid.
Two clubs is 10 plus.
Okay, well that sort of explains why South has got to think, because he's expecting Chagas to have enough to force the game opposite 10 plus, and consequently when he's got extra values, even though it does contain the King Queen of Hearts, there may be enough for slam if 3 hearts is not well defined, i.e. could be anything from the sort of hand that Chagas has got, or maybe a 19 count.
Aha. So 3 spades a feature, presumably. And Chagas will bid 3 no now, won't he? With a diamond stop. And let's see if Villas-Boas bids 4 clubs after that. Those 3 spades showing a spade stopper. Oh, well, they thought it was a cubit, apparently. 4 diamonds, 5 clubs. All right, but this is safe. And slightly better than than 3 no trumps, isn't it? Do you agree, Peter? A little better.
Yeah, I suppose if they if they lead a heart, for example, I'm not looking until this auction. You've got 2 pitches for the diamonds. Let's say if they lead a spade, then you can set up the heart for 2 pitches, 2 diamond pitches, so it looks a better spot than 3 no trumps. And that's assuming the opponents are going to lead a diamond though, and I suppose you need the diamonds to break 5-3 with the ace of hearts having the diamond, so maybe not a lot in it. I'm betting they're going to be in 3 no trumps next door. You probably know already, Roland.
Do you think they're on 21 now? Let me have a look. No, they're on trick 4 on board 20, Peter, in 4 hearts.
Okay, yeah, I assume they're in 4 hearts, you could say. I mean,
yeah. Gold showed a strong heart raise. He opened a diamond, 1 heart response, and now he jumped to 2 no trumps. Maybe that's 2-way, or is it a heart raise, a strong heart raise? Do you know, Peter?
so what was the auction, Roland? I didn't quite catch it.
1 diamond, 1 heart, 2 no trumps. Well, is that a heart race for them? Is that a heart?
Well, I suspect so, because they play a no trump rebid is 18-19 after a diamond, a heart, so it wouldn't be natural. So it's either a heart raise, or maybe they might have the option of playing it as a 6-3 hand. I'll have a look on their card. It just says a diamond, a major, 2n equals artificial. Doesn't say what it is on their card.
Right, I played a strong hand with hearts. When I played transfer responses to 1 club, 1 diamond, 2 no trumps, 16 plus with 4 hearts.
Yeah, that's what I play as well, Roland. I also play after diamond and major. 2 no trumps is the same. But maybe they play it as either 4 hearts or some other strong hands.
So Bakshi took all 13 and 1 imp for England.
I'm going to have to leave you shortly, Roland. I've got family duties, taking my son to school, etc. But I'll be back probably in about 45 minutes to see the end of the match.
All right, thank you, Peter. I'll hold the fort while you're away. I'm doing my best, at least. Right. We don't have too many voice commentators this early in the morning in Europe. It's too early for David Bird. He's coming from matches 2 and 3 today. And we'll be doing USA 1 against Brazil in the next round. And in the last match today, USA 2 against England. No complaints yet regarding my sound quality. That's a good start to the day. Link to running scores. Yes, indeed, I can. All right, as expected, 400. Then 3 no in the other room. That contract will also make. So no swing to be expected on board 21 on to 22. Hard score for East-West, one would assume, unless they're extremely aggressive and bid to 4 hearts. Unlikely. It's definitely not a good contract. Pass, and then what? 1 club or 1 diamond? Let's see. 1 club it is. No transfer responses for East-West. 1 heart is natural. 3 hearts is a slight overbid, I would say, with a singleton king. I would be content with 2 hearts. If partner can't make a move over 2 hearts, it's very unlikely that we're missing a game. And you don't look at the cards. I mean, it's a really, really bad game, because the pitches you can get on the ace queen of spades, will be from the 4 card suits in the dummy. Horrible contract. Even if one of the hard honors had been onside, it would be a horrible contract. Not nice for Justin here. He'll hope for the ace of clubs onside, leading a club towards his hand. No luck there. He can get it to his hand eventually, of course, on a club rough. Well, no hope on this layout. No hope whatsoever. Well, Villa Sports can play most any card now, and the contract goes down. If you play for a trump end play, playing north with both honors, is that possible? I'm not sure. Right, ace of diamonds, king of clubs, club rough, take pictures on the ace queen of spades, and hope for a miracle in trumps. No, you can't do that. There's no trump end play. The North can exit in spades. So that won't work. Rough a spade, get out with a diamond. Is that good enough? Well, it's good enough for down one, isn't it? Well, it's good enough for one down. I mean, you can't do it. So as expected, down one. In the other room, they're having a competitive auction. East-West in 2 hearts at the moment. Then East got involved, so I don't think they'll bid 4 hearts there. Right, what do we have here? Strong hand in North. South has nothing. Pass, and then something, and some diamonds from Justin Hackett. Justin is East. His twin brother Jason West. Some would jump in with 2 diamonds with the East hand. I mean, if they play that as intermediate, he's not quite good enough for that, maybe. But he can compete. North-South has a spade contract. They can't make much though. But Queen of Clubs onside, spade 3-2. Well, 3 spades would have been an okay contract, wouldn't it? I think so. Yes. 2 diamonds, a club, and a heart to lose. Which is pretty good for England, I think. How many losers do we have here? 2 spades, 2 hearts, and at least 1 club. So this is going down. That would be the best defense now for Villas-Boas to switch to a club. Maybe it even takes a club switch to defeat it. Because North can't attack the clubs. So that's an end play on North now, isn't there? I think it's making. Now the contract is a make. North has both hard entries, so Justin can set up 2 hard tricks in the dummy and get 2 clubs away. So this was a missed defense, really. On 22, Brazil is in 3 hearts only. Now, Chica's not happy with the defense. I can understand that. The 3rd spade was just lazy. I mean, he knew everything about the spade layout. And Chagas will let his partners know if he is not happy. Right, 3 no trumps coming here. 1 heart, 1 spade, 2 no trumps, 3 no trumps. 6 more imps to Brazil on 22 when 3 hearts made in the other room. The 2 clubs artificial. Variation of Gatsili maybe. That's a revolution as far as the Hacketts are concerned. If it is Gatsili, 2 diamonds shows 8 plus high card points. And is game forcing opposite a strong hand. Peter left. He had duties as a taxi driver for his son. He'll be back in half an hour or so, but he would have been able to tell us, I'm sure. So, presumably East has shown a strong balanced hand now. I'm getting several messages regarding running scores. Hope you understand I can't send running scores individually all the time, especially not when I'm alone here. I have other things to do. Three clubs, maybe a check back. Maybe they can have a 4-4 spade fits still. We don't know that for sure. 3 no trumps it will be. Right. And how many tricks do we have there? 3 spades, 2 hearts, 5, 2 diamonds, 7. We can set up a club for the 8th, and we'll have to work for the 9th. If house needs a club, the Clara has 2 club tricks. So the best lead would be a spade or a diamond. He's not going to lead a heart, obviously. Spade or a diamond, and then the Clara might be in trouble with this heart layout, where he has to lose 2 heart tricks to set up the 5th heart. Well, that will help. Now, the 10 of clubs is either none or 2 higher. I had a look at the card. From an interior sequence, Ace, Jack, 10, they lead the 10 rather than the Jack. So 10 promising the Jack, and can have the King or the Ace. But obviously Justin is going to investigate here to see if there's a safer way to get to his 9th trick. So this will run to his King. Then he'll cross to a spade, I presume, and take a heart finesse. May even cash the Ace of Hearts first before crossing to dummy spades, in case House has the singles and Queen of Hearts. So he's not going to rely on the Ace of Clubs onside just yet. He has time to do that later. asking for lead style again. 10 of clubs, asking Chagas, obviously. Now it promises the jack. Can he have a higher honor? The ace. And then obviously, Norse must tell him, yes, he can have the ace, according to their agreement. That was the only card I didn't expect. Well, I didn't expect the 2 of diamonds either. So now came the diamond switch. Yes, he can still make it. Sure, we can all see that. He can lead a club. But he'll test hearts first. So spade to dummy, and a heart to the jack. So this is also fine, because now hearts are high, so he doesn't need the ace of clubs on side anymore. I don't understand why he must duck this. He has 9 tricks. I mean, I can count 9. I think Kit miscounted. He has 3 tricks already, right? King of diamonds 4, 2 spades 6, ace king 4 of hearts 9. The man had 9 tricks. So he could have won the second diamond. Part score hand now. Let's see if West overcalls 1 spade. Yes, he does. Not a great suit. Compensating values, you may argue. So many will get in with 1 spade. So Shekatska bid a no trump now. He didn't bid 1 no trump over 1 spade, which should show 9-10 after an overcall. So a 1 no trump now would show a little less. He decides to bid 2 hearts, which is fine when partner has 6 of them. didn't really like the idea of bidding 1-0 trump because of the pips 6-3-2. So he thought he might have one stopper only. Then again, East didn't raise spades, so many would bid 1-0 trump there. So no club ruff available for East-West. So declarer will take 9 tricks. Lose 2 clubs and 1 diamond from here. Villas-Boas showed his hand and say, well, you get 2 club tricks and the ace of diamonds. 9 tricks. East-West accepted. And on they are to the next board. They're playing very fast. No surprise. As I said earlier, Chagas is extremely fast. The Hacketts are fast. So no comparisons in this room. Pretty safe to say. Now here we have 14 opposite 10. Shouldn't really bid game. They have a spade fit. Spades don't break. So it would be a very good idea to stop low for East-West here. One-0 trump is not forcing in their methods. Now will West bid 3 spades now, I wonder? And if he does, will East race? 3 spades it is. And 4 spades it is. Poor contract. Very poor. Well, spades are 4-1. That's unlucky, but it's lucky that you only have 2 hard losers with both hard honors on side. It's a very bad contract. Well, South has a normal diamond lead in my book. I would lead the queen. They will lead the jack because they play Rusinov, the lower of touching honors. Villas-Boas also found a jack, not the jack of diamonds, not the jack of clubs, but the jack of spades. When I lead the jack of spades from that holding, I crash my partner's singleton queen. So this is the bad news for De Clara. More bad news to come in the club suit. Well, South will switch to a diamond now. So De Clara can set up his clubs, but it's not good enough. Club to the ace, club rough, diamond to dummy, but and then a good club, of course, but that's still not enough, and he will go. He will go at least one down. And remember, from his point of view, he has 3 heart losers. He's looking at least 3 heart losers. Swing coming to England on board 24. Brazil bid to 6 clubs on a shaky 4-3 fit. That won't be a success. Going at least 2 down. So 100 plus, so at least 11 imps coming for England in a minute or 2. Terrible contract. You don't want to see the auction. I'll tell you, it's a long auction to 6 clubs, and you don't want to know how they got to 6 clubs. Best he can do now here is to exit a spade, get the 10 of spades away, so that he can enjoy his clubs. But then he'll need also to have ace king of hearts to go only 1 down, and he'll find that. So this is good. I mean, for all he knew, he could lose 4 hard tricks from here. So only 1 down. You see 11 imps scored now for England. That was after the silly 6 clubs on 24 in the other room. If you really want to torture yourself, you can go through the auction at the other table to 6 clubs. I recommend that you don't. Here, however, we want to be in a Grand Slam, don't we? Of course we do. We have 7, 11, 13, 14 top tricks. 14 top tricks. 7 hearts, 4 clubs, 11, 2 diamonds, 13, and the ace of spades, 14. You won't get extra for bidding 7 no trumps, although you have 40 tricks. How many Grand Slams can make here, just for the fun of it? 7 hearts, 7 no trumps, and even 7 clubs. Yeah, Grand Slam in 3 denominations. Now off to the races now. 2 clubs force suit forcing. Game forcing we see now, because 3 hearts is a slam try, showing a strong hand. So 2 clubs was game forcing. 3 hearts inviting partner to cubit. So that's nice for East to hear the partner has a spade control. Now he can bid 5 diamonds. The exclusion Roman key card Blackwood convention to ask partner, how many key cards do you have outside diamonds? If you have the ace of diamonds, you must ignore it and tell me how many key cards you have outside. Nope. You won't be any happier when partner bids 4 diamonds. But then again, if partner has the ace of diamonds, he can get rid of the spade. If partner doesn't have ace king of spades, and then it's all down to the king, clubs coming in for no loser. I'm not sure I like this auction. I think 5 diamonds would have been great. I mean, the auction's getting a bit complicated now. Asking for key cards later, yes. Well, fine. No, well, West has a very, very strong hand in context. He hasn't shown anything yet. Diamond cubit won't excite East. Hmm. In my view, Justin didn't think this through when he bid 4 clubs. It was expected to get 4 diamonds from partner now, and then he isn't much wiser, is he? Yes, I know a Roman key, a normal Roman keycard will work as well here, because partner has 3 keycards. But if he had 2, you wouldn't know where they were. Could be King of Hearts, Ace of Diamonds. And the spade could come through the King of Spades in the dummy. Now 5 clubs, and not even asking. Not even asking for key cards. And what is 5 no trumps? Oh, Grand Slam try. I see. So they bid the Grand Slam. Well done. The play won't take long. 10, 15, 10 to east-west. Yes, our operator is allowed to claim when there's no rough. But he can't claim until he has seen a lead, because the software won't allow him to. But he can safely claim now, I promise you. Oh, he did. Good. Right. So you know trumps is an easy make for North-South here. Look at the spade position. You couldn't have played the spades any better yourself. You have 5 spade tricks. And you have 2 entries, so you can enjoy them. East may open here in third. He surely will. Kind of a tactical 2 hearts. Well, it's natural. Maybe 1 heart would do more damage. Stas will get in with 2 no trumps. Natural overcall. Showing around 15 to 18. 3 hearts transfer. System is on. 3 spades and 3 no trumps, one would assume. Yeah. Now on a hard lead and a hard continuation, Declarer will probably just play Ace of Spades, Jack of Spades. It's not match point, so he's not going for all the tricks. Now we had a major swing in the other room, as you see. Board 26 gave Brazil 12 imps. You remember East-West here were in 4 spades, going 1 down. Brazil played in 3-note trumps next door and made it for a 12-imp swing. I'm sorry I don't have time to go through the play in the other room, but you can do it yourself in movie to see how 3-note made, played by East. The contract was, I mean, the auction was short, sweet, 1-no, 3-no. And South led the Jack of Spades. Yeah, this is what I expected. Ace of Spades, Jack of Spades. Well, you can't take more than 9 tricks now, obviously, because East-West have 2 diamonds and the Ace of Hearts. So, Justin better switch to a diamond now, because if he doesn't, Declarer has the rest. And he should know that. It's pretty boring to be alone up here. But can't be helped, of course. Then again, David Bird will be joining me for the next match, and then I can let him do all the talking, and he wouldn't mind. You all know that he can talk for hours, and so I can take a break there. The next voice match will be Brazil again against USA 1, the strong USA team with Maxwell Rothwell, Levin Weinstein and Nickel Cutts. I expect USA to field the 2 strongest pairs, Maxwell and Levin Weinstein, against Brazil, because that's a tough opponent. They're right up there among the top teams. And look at France, absolutely amazing. I mean, they got a notice of 5 days to get to India. They managed to field the team, very young team, and they're doing extremely well so far. All right, 9 tricks. swing to be expected here. Now let's see. Right, they bid 7 hearts in the other room also. On 27 that is, so that's a flat board. Don't expect a swing on 28 either. What do we have here? North South have a double fit in the majors. And if they guess the Queen of Hearts, they can make 4 spades, but you need to guess the Queen of Hearts. You have 3 losers in the minors. I'm asked if this is the same French team from the European Championships. No. It's completely different. I mean, they didn't have much time. They had to select a team and ask players, get a response back in just 2 or 3 hours. So no. That's a very strong pair. Thomas Bessis playing with Frederic Volcker. But the other 2 pairs are not the second and third best pairs in France by a distance. But other pairs were not available on such short notice. Well, 5 diamonds is a good save. I mean, provided that 4 spades makes. If 4 spades doesn't make, then it's not a good save. But the additional bonus is that they push North-South to 5 spades that won't make. There's an excellent 5 diamond bid in that context. 5 diamonds would go down, yes, 2 hearts and 1 spade to lose. Very tough for South to know that. Who can make how much? So it's pretty normal for South to take the push to 5 spades. It turned out to be wrong here, but it's very difficult to judge. So this contract is at least 1 down, and it may go 2 down if the carrier goes wrong in hearts. So, question of Queen of Hearts. Will it be 200 or 500 for England? We shall see. So, Villas-Boas thinking, say, well, who's more likely to have the Queen of Hearts? He has no idea, basically. No idea. Now, you would expect everyone to get to a Grand Slam on board 27, wouldn't you? Not in the match between Sweden and South Africa, where the Swedes stopped in 6 hearts. That's disappointing, but they're still leading by 23. looks like he's getting hearts right now. He is. Playing east for the queen. Right. Okay, so only one down and 200. But a good board for England here. Unless they're allowed to play in 4 spades in the other room, misguessing the hearts. But then again, it's a game, even if that happens, 4 spades won't get doubled, of course, then it will still be a gain of 3 imps. So at least 3 imps for England. Could be much more. Board 30 now. 1 heart, 5 cards. West can't support hearts directly, so has to go through 2 clubs first. High heart race would promise 4 card support. 2 no is a weak no trump. Now West would probably bid 3 hearts. That's forcing. You should play this as forcing, by the way. If you don't, you should change it. Oh, I'm being asked for links to running scores again. Oh, okay, let me post it. New spectators arriving all the time, of course, so I can understand that. But why don't you save? Why don't you save those pages? They're the same pages every day. Save them among your favorites, and you have them on hand whenever you need them. Now, how will this play? Well, looks okay, right? 2 hearts and 2 spades and a heart to lose, and the rest is silence. Yeah. So you just need hearts to break 3-2, and they will 68% of the time. 3-2 break is 68, 4-1 is 28, and that leaves 4%. 4-5, no. Not that you're interested, of course, in the percentages, but I have nothing else to do at the moment, so I thought I would give them to you. What do you mean, moments of truth coming? Oh, is that an issue? Oh, there is, because he can't make a safety play here in hearts, because they have a club ruff. That's right. He has to go up with the ace of hearts. Well done. That's right. No safety play available here, because there was a club ruff, and he feared that, of course. 420. Right, 31. It looks like Peter Crouch won't make it back in time. Traffic, I suppose, in Surrey, south of London, on a Monday morning. That can be grueling, I can tell you. $29 there, also in 5 spades in the other room, but the contract isn't doubled. Still can be a flat board if declarer misguesses hearts. So it's either a flat board or 3 imps to England, board 29. Two spades shows clubs, I think. Let me check. Yes. That will likely double here. And he will also defeat the contract. This time he has 4 tricks for certain. 2 diamonds, 2 hearts. They can set up a club. So this could go a few down. How would 3 no trumps? Well, that would have been okay. I mean, 3 no trumps would have made, wouldn't it? Let's see. You're not going to be able to. You have 5 club tricks. 2 hearts is 7. 2 diamonds is 7. 1 heart, at least it's 8. Well, you may get 2 heart tricks then. Yes. 3 no touch and go. I think 3 no would make in real life. So this is an okay save. So it was 3 imps for England on 29 when Bakshi guessed the Queen of Hearts in the other room as well. So he only went 1 down, same as the result in this room, but remember the contract was doubled here. Looks like 3 down yet, 500. You may argue not much of a save, and you are correct, of course. It's not much of a save, especially because 3 no trumps is not cold. I mean, it's not laid down. So you'll take 500 any day of the week when you have a dubious 600 your way. So we should have a top match in the next round. Brazil, USA 1. Brazil currently in 2nd place, USA in 3rd. So they don't come much better than that. When is the next round? I'm asked. It's in 1 hour and 45 minutes from now. They'll be on a lunch break in India. Remember, India is 3.5 hours ahead of Central Europe, 4.5 hours ahead of the UK. So it's lunchtime there now. 12:45. So, not easy to judge what 500 is worth. They're playing board 30 in the other room. The contract is 4 hearts, as expected. So no swing to there, one would assume. But let's see. Lead is the Queen of Spades, same lead as here. Could go spade, spade, club, and then declarer has to cash ace, king of hearts. Let's see what happens. Meanwhile, we're on the last board of this match in this room. Thanks very much to Srini One, our excellent operator in Chennai. No commentator on voice to thank. Well, Peter isn't here, so you can't hear it anyway. Lots of colleagues doing the text, too many to mention really. Well done to them. Well done to the WBF, of course, for allowing us to broadcast. 6 matches, 3 times a day. What a treat. Thanks to BBO for providing the platform, free of charge. And thanks to you, listeners, for coming this early morning in Europe, where I am. I hope you had a fun time here. I also hope that you were okay with me as the only commentator most of the time. You can't do that forever because it's too draining, really. Peter is back for the last board. Well done, Peter. Caught in traffic?
Yeah, getting my son out of the house with a cattle prod was the biggest issue. But eventually I got him out and I'm back home now. Unfortunately, England are not playing on Viewgraph in the next session. But they are playing, I think, in the first session of the day, Roland.
Yeah, yes, we're planning on doing that match against USA 2 in the last match. That's right. Last match today, USA 2, England. Yes, we had some swings, as you can see if you look at the scorecard in movie. And Brazil had the better of them. Could be a swing on board 31, maybe even 30 if the declarer isn't careful. If he goes spade, spade, club switch, then he can't afford a safety play in trumps anymore. Then they can take a club rough. Justin avoided that in this room. He played heart to the king, heart to the ace, and he was home. Same start in the other room. They cashed 2 spades and switched to a club. And then, now Brenner will have to tackle hearts. And, unfortunately for England, he played a heart to the king and a heart to the ace. So no swing there. Here's the link to the Viewgraph lineup for round 5. We'll be having voice for Brazil against USA 1. That should be a good one. Expecting to to see Meckwell and Levin Weinstein playing for USA won in that match. Will you be back, Peter?
I probably will be around, Roland. I might have to do some work.
Yes, isn't that annoying how work sometimes interferes with pleasure?
I need to get to your age before I can stop working, I suppose, Roland.
Yes, yes.
Luckily, still a long way to go.
Or win $1 million in the lottery. How about that? Have you thought about that?
Yeah, possibly. Or just get my wife to work a bit harder. So I'm sorry, Roland, I haven't really been concentrating on this board. I can see that Justin's playing in 2-no trumps. Is he going to make it?
Well, I have to admit, I haven't been focused either. So many things to do, and especially when you're alone, right? You lose concentration occasionally. Let me see. Those house have 4 tricks already. Boom. I don't think he has 8 tricks. No, he doesn't have 8 tricks. If South discards correctly, this contract should go 1 down. Well, setting up an end play.
1 down it is.
1 down it is, yeah. Thanks, Peter. Hope to see you later.
Yeah. Cheerio, Roland. Cheerio, everybody. Bye.
Bye. Hope to see everyone a bit later. 1.5 hours and a bit. Yeah, 1 hour and, 35 minutes. Thanks. Bye for now.